The Undertaker is one of the most legendary figures in professional wrestling history. For over 3 decades, he was the cornerstone of WWE, captivating audiences with his supernatural persona, unmatched longevity, and iconic WrestleMania streak. While his career has been filled with memorable battles against some of the biggest names in wrestling history, the Deadman has revealed that there was one WWE Hall of Famer he always wished to face on the grandest stage of them all. This revelation has sent shockwaves through the wrestling community, sparking debates among fans about what could have been if this dream match had taken place at WrestleMania. Let's dive deep into Undertaker's statement, his WrestleMania legacy, and why this particular Hall of Famer stood out to him as a dream opponent. The Undertaker's WrestleMania legacy. When we talk about WrestleMania, it's impossible not to talk about The Undertaker. From his debut at WrestleMania 7 in 1991 to his emotional farewell at WrestleMania 36 in 2020, the Phenom became synonymous with the event. His legendary streak of 21 consecutive wins before it was broken by Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30 is one of the most celebrated records in WWE history. Some of his most iconic matches include battles against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25 and 26, widely regarded as 2 of the greatest matches of all time. Triple H at WrestleMania 28 inside Hell in a Cell, with Shawn Michaels as special referee. Kane, his storyline brother, at WrestleMania 14 and 20. Edge at WrestleMania 24 for the World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk at WrestleMania 29 in what many consider his last great WrestleMania classic. Despite facing an incredible lineup of WWE's all-time greats, Undertaker recently confessed that there was still one Hall of Famer he wanted to share the ring with under the WrestleMania lights. The dream match that never happened. In a candid interview, Undertaker expressed his admiration for WWE Hall of Famer, the rated R superstar, Edge. While the two did face each other at WrestleMania 24 in a thrilling World Heavyweight Championship match, Undertaker revealed that another name weighed heavily on his mind when discussing dream WrestleMania opponents, Sting. Yes, the icon of WCW and later TNA wrestling, Sting, was the man Undertaker admitted he wished to face on the grand stage of WrestleMania. Why Sting was the perfect dream opponent. The Undertaker vs. Sting is one of the most talked about dream matches in professional wrestling history. For years, fans fantasized about the clash between the Deadman and the Icon. Both men had mysterious, dark, and enigmatic personas that resonated deeply with audiences. The Undertaker was the silent, supernatural force of WWE who struck fear into his opponents. Sting, particularly during his Crow era in WCW, was the vigilante who descended from the rafters to confront the NWO. Their characters were tailor-made for a legendary showdown. Both relied on aura, mystique, and storytelling as much as in-ring skill. The image of Sting staring across the ring at Undertaker, each man holding his signature weapon, the baseball bat and the urn, is one that fans dreamed about for decades. Unfortunately, the match never materialized during their prime years due to Sting's loyalty to WCW and later his run in TNA. By the time Sting finally arrived in WWE in 2014, Undertaker was already slowing down, and Sting himself was nearing the end of his career. Undertaker's words on Sting. Undertaker explained that while he had immense respect for countless superstars he wrestled, Sting represented a once-in-a-lifetime match that could have transcended generations. He acknowledged that the timing never lined up and expressed disappointment that fans never got to see this epic clash on the WrestleMania stage. He said that he often wondered what the atmosphere inside a stadium would have felt like if he and Sting had squared off. With both men's iconic entrances, the drama alone would have been unforgettable, regardless of the outcome. The closest we came to Undertaker vs. Sting. WWE teased the idea of Undertaker vs. Sting several times after Sting joined the company. Hints and fan speculation were at their peak around WrestleMania 31. Sting faced Triple H at that event, while Undertaker faced Bray Wyatt. While both matches delivered memorable moments, fans were left craving the fantasy clash that never came. Sting himself has spoken in multiple interviews about wanting to wrestle The Undertaker. He admitted that it was the #1 dream match of his career but that WWE never pulled the trigger. How fans still celebrate the what if. Even though the match never happened, the dream of Undertaker vs. Sting continues to live in the hearts of wrestling fans. Countless fantasy booking scenarios, fan art, and even video game simulations have been made to keep the idea alive. For many, the simple acknowledgement by The Undertaker that he too wanted the match serves as validation. It proves that the dream wasn't just a fan fantasy but something the Deadman himself desired. WrestleMania and the legacy of missed matches. While Undertaker's career is legendary, wrestling history is filled with what-if scenarios. Matches like Undertaker vs. Sting remind us that professional wrestling is as much about imagination as it is about reality. Not every dream match comes to life, but their absence often makes the legends surrounding them even greater. Just as fans dreamt of Steve Austin vs. Hulk Hogan or Shawn Michaels vs. The Rock, Undertaker vs. Sting will forever be etched in wrestling lore as the greatest match never to happen at WrestleMania.